What's up, you guys? Scott86 here with a movie review for yous. All a part of Sci-Fi Month with let's review The Fly, the 1980s version, or the 80s version slash remake, if you will. Okay, so the movie came out in 1986. Wow. So did I. Well, let's get back to the movie review, shall we? Anyways, The Fly came out in 1986, and it was supposed to be a remake of the 1958 version of the film The Fly. Both movies were great. Like, I love the 1958 version, but the 86 version was a bit different. And it's pretty loosely based off the 58 version. But let's continue here. The movie stars Jeff Goldblum and the lovely Geena Davis. You know, that pretty lady from Beetlejuice? Yeah, her. It's about a scientist, Seth Brundle, played by the one and only Jeff Goldblum, who is trying to build a teleportation machine, and it all goes terribly wrong. I mean, this movie reeks of the 80s. Like the Walkmans, VHS tape recorders. It's definitely got that awesome 80s feel that really grabs you by the feelers and takes you back to the era. Okay, so the movie starts out, and Seth is at a science convention where he meets his love interest of the film, Veronica, played by Jeff Goldblum's girlfriend at the time, Geena Davis. And he tells her basically that he has an invention that will change the world as we know it. So finally he convinces her to come back to his lab with him to show her what his invention can actually do. So he asks her if she has anything that he can use, to put in the teleportation device to try it out so he can prove to her that it actually works, and not that he's like full of shit or anything, so she'll believe that he might actually be onto something here. So she gives him a stocking right off her leg, and the teleportation is on. Okay, so the stocking goes in and comes out the other one with no problem at all whatsoever. The teleportation is a complete success. So bravo to Mr. Seth Brundle, huh? Okay, so she pulls out the 80s technology, the tape recorder, the Walkman, and basically secretly records him talking about how it works and how he made it and everything, The tape runs out of, tape or room on the tape or whatever, and, she pulls this huge tape recorder out of her pocket, and the jig is basically up at this point. He realizes that she was recording him the entire time, and he gets kind of aggravated with her, and stuff, and he starts saying stuff like, "You can't tell anybody about this because I'm not ready to show it to the public yet, She basically just tears ass out of there and just leaves, So she gets away with the tape, and she heads straight to her boss, editor slash ex-boyfriend, fucking psychopath, motherfucker, whatever you want to call him. Strafus, played by John Getz, ladies and gentlemen. And then Brundle comes into the room, and he's basically gets her to go out to eat with him. I think he asks her how a burger sounds or something like that. Then it shows them in this burger joint eating, smashing some burgers. He's just trying to get her away from the editor guy, so she doesn't publish the story about it because he's not ready for the story to get out. Okay, so they're eating, they're smashing those burgers, said burgers, and they're having a conversation, everything's going good. He pretty much tells her that he doesn't want to, talk to any press or anything until the telepod is actually fully complete, and it can reliably teleport living creatures. I guess you can say he wants to make sure all the bugs are out, so to speak, the fly, get it? Or a fly is kind of like. Alright, so let's read the first line, I guess.